What is good, people? We are back. Another day of testing. Today it's 1st June, first day of the month, and I started another session today, which is this one right here, the London Silver Bullet. So I'm backtesting like just the London Silver Bullet. I have this is 2 years span, like from February 2023 to February 2025. So I'm going to backtest that and see like how the Silver Bullet behaved in London session, and I'll be using the EU and GU pairs mainly. And yeah, I think that's all. I just want to measure the win rate of London. Later on I will do for New York AM session, New York PM session, and then see which one gives a better win rate, or which ones will I choose between the London and the New York Silver Bullets. So let's get right into it without delaying in the details. Alright, so these are some of the trades I have taken. Let's remove all the drawings. And let's go back to the daily. You can see how the dailies are looking like. There. Oh, come on, what's this now? Right, so this is how the chart is looking like as of now. So today was Thursday, so let's see if we can find any trades in the London Silver Bullet. So was it the London Silver Bullet? No. Let's go to the London Silver Bullet, which will probably be on the next day. Nope. Next Silver Bullet session. Alright. So first of all, what do we see? You can see that here we took out some kind of high, like some kind of sweep, and then we started dropping. So let's see what the Silver Bullet tells us. If we take out a low and then shift, then we'll look for an entry. If we take out a high and shift, then we'll also look for an entry. Okay, we'll have a small liquidity sweep right here, then get a clear shift, and then here's a fair value gap. So should we enter? Well, it will depend on the liquidity pool. We will be targeting maybe this high. Let's look for an entry here, stop loss below here, and target these highs. Let's place an order. Let's take risk. Yeah. Great. Let's play this. We were almost stopped out. This is crazy. You can see that we're pushing higher, and you see that here we're having a really crazy drop. So since we are already here, we might consider bringing our stops to break even, but let's see what happens. So later on you can see that we even headed into losses, so it's part of the game. Let's update the journal. Alright, so I think the month is also about to end. 1, 2, 3. And you can see that this is the new week. It's on Monday. Let's see which liquidity level gets taken out first. So here we can treat the continuation just. So taking out these lows, shifted here, and then the fair value gap at the shift is this one. So if you can trace to this gap without any signs of reversal, then we would look for longs as continuations. So it looks like the gap is being respected somehow. So we can look for a small long right here. Take profit there. But let's first look on the 4 hour. How's the 4 hour looking like? If it's bearish, then okay, it's in the middle. And why do we think it would push? So it respected this fair value gap. Look at where this candle is closed and this order blocked. So high chance that we are about to push higher. So yeah, I think we can take this one and I'll risk a half. Yeah. Let's take a screenshot. Alright, so let's see what the market does today. Straight to stop loss. I think here we should already quit. We shouldn't wait for anything else, you see. Straight to stop loss. I'm having quite a crazy month. March was a crazy one. Do you see this somehow like an SMT? Right, so let's go to the next silver bullet session in London. Next London silver bullet session. Yeah. First of all, how does the 4 hour look like? 4H. Why aren't they sinking? So the 4 is looking quite bearish here on EU and a bit bullish on GU. So I think we might be near some kind of reversal. Even though we like trading continuations. So let's wait and see. Do you see how EU is pushing higher while G is still thinking twice about it? I don't know, it's causing some kind of confusion that EU is about to drop as well. This is really crazy. Let's go to the next London silver bullet. Right. You can see we're dropping. So as of now GU is pushing higher and EU is dropping. So what does the 4 hour look like? It's quite bearish. Looks like we're dropping to some. Come on, why do I always, does it always close itself? So you can see this SMT right here, just like this. You can see that this is a sign that we are about to drop on both pairs, and if we drop, this is a reaction on this good fair value gap here. You have this fair value gap the market is reacting on, this one right here. So you might expect as well to drop and maybe, you know, form lower lows, so on. So on the 5 minutes, then we'd be looking for a continuation. A sweep, if a sweep occurs, well and good. If it doesn't, we'll still look for a continuation accordingly. So our fair value gap formed in a 10. Didn't find any kind of entry. Market was really choppy here. London silver bullet is about to make us go crazy for real. 1 and 2 and 3. This is Thursday, yeah. So on Thursday we can see that GU has more energy, and his lows were quite weak. Held from some highs and it took them out. He took them out early. So we are still in the fair value gap, which was a good key level. Then we started dropping, which means we swept out the liquidity. As our shift in structure would be here. So if we find a fair value gap in here, then we would enter and target some lows right here. So you can see after this shift, we will look for a gap or some kind of place to enter. So looks like the gap is being omitted, but the gap was provided here. So maybe we can look for an entry here. Let's see how it reacts. Okay, it even pushes into the next one. If it breaks through, then we got no entry. So you think we can look for an entry here? What does the 4 hour look like? 4 hours in the middle. Yeah, let's take risk. I mean, drop here. Stop loss will be right above this candle, and we target the next pool of liquidity, which will be these lows right here. Right. Let's risk 0.7. Right, so let's save this. This month we are on some constant losing streaks. Yeah, back to back. Here for the delay. Looks like these days are really crazy. So let's go to the next silver bullet session. New York, London. Right, so this will go is a Friday. So let's see if we get any high taken out. So far we have this one taken out. So let's see the what the market tells us. So you can see we created a fair value gap at this exact shift, which means we might retest it. Okay, so it looks like we have a drop here. So let's see if we can get a retest of the gap. So we didn't get a strong retest, just this one, just this small one, and G didn't provide any kind of entry. But we can trade the continuation pattern here if you want to continue to see it drop. So let's see, we retested this gap. It happened right after the shift. How does the 15 minute look like? 15 minute, no big clue. 5 minute, alright, so I think, yeah, the session is done. Let's look for another day. So we can see a pool of liquidity right here. We have another block here, and we might be about to go above it. So here, I think here we should trade just a continuation. Fair value gap or other block presents itself, we enter right away. So you can see on this pair right here on G, we tested the gap a bit, this one right here, and we can maybe target some higher levels dependingly, like this one, this level right here. But let's see, since we didn't get some kind of structure shift or sweep, I highly doubt that will be a good entry. It directly went in stop loss. Well, not in stop loss exactly, but almost. These London silver bullets are about to kill me. So let's see what April is about to bring to the table. Right, April. So we have a pool of liquidity taken out right here and here. Looks like we've already shifted. So maybe some entries will give us continuation patterns. First fair value gap, and we retest this one. I think I would enter off of this one since this is already a valid entry before we even started, and trade continuation to the upside. How does the 4 hour look like? It's some sort bearish, so 5 minute would look real good in this entry because the sweep occurred here. You can see these lows taken out, the shift. Well, we couldn't enter before the silver bullet, and the silver bullet offered the fair value gap, which is a good sign for the continuation of the trend. So our buy will be in here. Stop loss below this, a few pips below this low, and we can have a 1 to 2, depending on 2.6. Well, let's see if there's any kind of liquidity pool nearby. We'll have these highs right there. So yeah, we'll target these highs right here. Let's see how the 1 day look like. So you can see that we also have this high, so I mean you can even target it, but it's kind of tricky to target that one. So 5 minutes. We'll keep the TP open depending. We'll see how the market reacts and edit it. Great. So I will risk 0.7. That's 700 apparently. Let's take the screenshot. Anyways, let's see if this day offers something. So it's Friday. I mean, it's Tuesday, 4th of April. March was a really crazy month. And let's play this and see. I think we're already done. Yeah, we're done. We are done. Bad start off to April. So what did we miss? In the end, it went in our favor, as you could see. But User cashed the entry quite well. You can see it reacted off of fair value gap. An order block. It respected this order block right here. Crazy, yes. Okay, this silver bullet is about to use raking us up. Anyways, next day silver bullet. So it's 250 Wednesday. Let's see if we got a sweep here. Well, except from these lows taken out, we'll have none other except from these ones right here. Let's see if some sweeps occur in the session exactly. Okay, looks like we shifted structure somewhere here, and okay, and you can see that this high was already taken out on GU, but EU hasn't played it out yet, which means we might be near to get some kind of a smart money technique, or wait for retracement of this gap and then trade the continuation. Okay, we got into the gap that I was waiting, and did we respect it? Kinda. We can take a buy here. I don't know why we're getting some back-to-back losses nowadays. It's getting really messy. It's 1-2 right there. Let's at least secure 1000. This risk. So we lose, we come back the next day, we lose again, but we never stop. Yeah, so it shifted right on us. Good SMT right there. So yeah, that was a really crazy one. go to the next silver bullet session, London silver bullet session. So we're pushing high again and take out those the previous high right here, and I think we are about to trade some kind of continuation pattern to the upside if we don't get manipulated. What does the 4-hour look like? Well, looks like it's trying to respect this fair value gap. So order block, fair value gap. Maybe you might look for an entry here, but we have an OB on some kind of order block right here. I don't think we should be targeting to look for buys. This one right here, I don't think we should be looking for buys because it will obviously obstruct the entry. Let's just read it. Yeah, crazy movements. Great, so now we can see that GU has some crazy movements. Let's wait. We get some important highs taken out. Well, other than this one, dropped, shifted here, and the retest happened. So there's some kind of SMT here, crazy one from this high to this low, from this low high to this low, from this low to this low low actually. Ay. But yeah, guess that was all. These days aren't offering anything at all. It's really messy. Okay, let's talk about this Monday. So we have a sweep here. We shifted right here, and here's also another show of the shift. So we'll see what the market shows us before entering. So you can see that we're respecting this fair value gap right here at this shift structure, which means I expect some expansion to the upwards and maybe target this highs right here. It's Monday, and yeah, I think this would give us enough confirmations. But I hate the fact that we are most of the time related to an entry. Also you can target higher, but this is a 1 to 2. Let's target the 1 to 2, full 1 to 2, just like this. And I will place the order, $500. We are having some red months for real. Okay, so let's wait. As you can see, we're about to hit TP. So in the end, we got profit. And we really had some crazy consecutive losses over the days. This one's a good win. Alright, so this next day safer blade session looks not bad. We have an order block right here. We're respecting somehow. And we took out a low on EU. So better push higher. First fair value gap was presented right here. And we shift structure here because this is the most recent up close candle, which means we would wait for some retest here. And for G, we have a sweep. Shift is here, which means retracement to this one will give us an entry without any kind of delay. Great, so retest, G, react. Come on, man, just drop a little bit further. Okay, I don't think we're coming back to this one, but we can enter for this one in this order block right here in the 5 minute and trade the small continuation until these highs are taken out. So let's take a small order, buy here, stop loss below these lows, and take profit will be this high. We can also target these highs in the end. So it will depend on how the market will be behaving. If it's looking very strong, then we would let it run. Alright, FX replay crashes on this kind of, I don't know why FX replay is kind of crashing when I refresh the chart, but premium is already worth it for now. Right, so well, started off in some crazy drawdown. And here you see that we can even target here. Then we push our TP right there, and let's see if it hits it, or if it doesn't. Stop loss will be break even. You can see that we end up hitting take profit right here. So let's also add this to the journal. continuation to the upside, continuation to upside. Sure. Okay, not a bad one, but it almost took our hearts out with this drawdown level. Right, great. So let's see what we can do on the next silver blade session. So this was a Tuesday. So how does this silver blade session look like? We have some relatively equal lows. Okay, this low was taken out by a few pips, and the 15 is looking not bad. We're in an uptrend. You can see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and we're about to form a higher high on this one if possible. Will depend on how the market will behave. Anyways, back to 5 minute. So you can see we already took out some kind of low right here, but these are relatively equal, so you can't count this. But on GU we took the lows out, so a shift here and a retest would give us an entry. Let's see. Now this day is getting crazier and crazier. We retest this order block right here, we'll drop, and then let's see what happens. Well, I think we're about to drop continuously. How does the 4 look like? This one's a bit bullish, this one's a bit bearish. Continues to display even when let's see. Oh god, okay, guess this is a glitch. I think I'll remove this indicator. Great. So now we're currently 3 here. Let's see what happens. Let's go to the 5 minute, of course. So we were anticipating some kind of drop here, but as you can see, we have this low and this one, which is showing signs of SMT. So we might not kind of enter in a sell right here, but instead look for a shift and then a fair value gap retest instead. So I think we're ready for, so no setup, no valid setup provided this day. No valid setup. I can assure you, no valid setup. Next, next, and next. What was this? Maybe some kind of news. 8:30. Great. So you can see that we took out some lows right here, really crazily. Let's see what happens in these sessions coming. So we have a shift already on GU, same as EU. Let's see if we get a fair value gap. Okay, fair value gap is here, right there, at this shift, which means we can get an entry the moment we retest it. So EU doesn't want to drop to it, but GU is about to. Okay, this is what we were waiting for on GU. The GU didn't show any clear signs. Well, because the shift, the fair value gap was offered a bit early here. And what else? I don't know. Do you see this indifference in the highs? Like for example, from this high here to here. Well, this from this high to here, it's crazy. All right, so you can see some kind of SMT here, man. I don't know if it will be a good idea to enter. Let's see what EU does. If it comes back to this gap, then that will be valid. Wow. So how can one differentiate from a good SMT and a bad one? Because then we would have entered in this one instead of minding them and had a stop loss right here. We take profit some kind of 2R. We would have already provided some kinds of profits here. It's really crazy, but yeah, maybe trading both of them at the same time is blinding me, I think. Let's look for GU only. Let's do this kind of setup. USD. Right, so next silver bullet session 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, Friday now. So we're currently on this order block. 15 minute is showing nothing big, or it's also in this order block. So let's see what the 5 minute shows us. So we take out the low. Do we continue to drop or do we push higher? So we continue to drop instead, and the shift occurs when we take out this lower low as we present this fair value gap. But it was already late, we couldn't get an entry there. And let's go to the next day. Okay, great. This is Monday. Take out some highs. This is a gap presented right here as we are pushing to the upside in this move. You can see it right there. So it will depend on how the high time frame looks like, then we can look for some kind of entries, some kind of entries here. So here, if we buy, then we'll be trading a reversal. Yeah, you can take the risk. I mean, doesn't hurt, does it? Okay, I think we can take some small risk here on this gap and trade the continuation. Stop loss, few pips below. Take it to 1 to 2. And we might expect to take out this high as well. Right, save. straight to stop loss, man. Straight to stop loss. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3. Next day. Let us wait and see. So we are pushing high already. It's Tuesday. Maybe we'll trade the continuation until this high is taken out. So let's see. So we are currently in this order block right here, which is getting respected. So you can have a long entry here. Under this order block we're respecting and target this high there. Just like this. It's a small risk to reward, but not a bad one. So you can see we're already pushing to the liquidity level.